My name is David Wolfe. I was born near New York City in America, currently residing in Ontario, Canada. I am a renegade nutritionist. I am a renegade superfoodist and infopreneur. But above all of that, I'm a gastronaut. I explore unique foods that are available to us all over the world. In 2002, I founded, as part of my work, a nonprofit organization, the Fruit Tree Planting Foundation, whose goal is to plant 18 billion fruit trees and nut trees all over the planet. We're at about 200,000 right now. And that same year that we founded this organization, a wonderful organization filled with amazing people, I ran into the most incredible fruit and nut tree in the world. It is the source of the Earth's favorite food. That's right. The population of the world has one favorite food, and of course it's chocolate. Now, in my exploration of this, I stumbled into it because I was a health food fanatic. I never ate chocolate since I was 15 years old. This was about when I was maybe 32. I stumbled into this form of chocolate here. This is raw chocolate. This is chocolate in its unique original form, a form that is called by the British, it's a slang word, cocoa. But it's really cacao. That's the real word. And it's sometimes called a bean, but it's really a nut. It is the most widely eaten nut in the world that nobody actually eats. I was in Hawaii with some friends. We were peeling them. They started showing up in our smoothies. We'd get these coconuts. We'd break open the coconuts and make these incredible drinks. We call them superfood smoothies. And we started adding them to these smoothies. And I asked my friend one day, I said, "What is this?" I didn't know what it was. And he said, "Oh, just peel the next one and eat it." So I did eat it. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And at that exact moment that I ate that food, I was touched by the spirit of chocolate. A food that's archetypically connected with winning the golden ticket, that's connected with prosperity. I was taken on a rocket ride across the universe in a voyage of discovery that's brought me right to you at this present moment, right now. This food is filled with legends and lore, which I summarized along with scientific data and recipe information and all kinds of great stuff in my book, Naked Chocolate, which became the source book or reference book for people who are interested in raw chocolate. Because all the chocolate we've ever had has been processed through high heat and machines, and we thought maybe we should just eat it cold processed. Is there a difference? And that's what we're going to explore here as we delve into the astonishing truth about the world's greatest food. Chocolate comes from the Mayan lands and ancient Mayan farms. Chocolate is a Mayan word. The word cacao is one of the oldest words in use in the world today. Some people estimate that that word is 15,000 years old, the oldest word in the world. It was brought to the West and brought to Europe by Hernan Cortez, he was the conqueror of Mexico, and it all happened by an accident because Montezuma, who was the leader of Mexico at that time, was in a state of civil war in Mexico City. And when Cortez showed up there in 1521, they believed that Quetzalcoatl himself had come to the great city. Christopher Columbus, when he first spotted cacao, he thought it was an almond. And this was money for them. This was what their currency was. Today we use coins. Then they used cacao. It was their money. And he saw somebody drop some cacao beans on a little boat. And they all jumped for it. And Columbus wrote that these people are crazy about almonds. Montezuma was known to drink 50 cups of chocolate a day. It was always consumed as a drink, and there you see the cup that Montezuma was known to drink out of, or one that's similar to that. Anyway, how do you turn this bean, this nut, into a drink? Well, you have to break it open and eventually get all of those cacao beans into a beverage, which we'll see later. But before we do that, we've got to look at what chocolate comes from. This is the chocolate tree. And yes, money does grow on trees. Still today, the number one cash crop in the world. And it's the best crop for keeping indigenous people in the jungle so that we don't cut down our sacred forests. Every time you choose to buy chocolate, organic chocolate, and or, what I prefer, raw chocolate, you are voting with your money to save the rainforest, and it is a vote that counts. It's the best vote you can have. It grows in a little pod. What an interesting looking plant.